Welcome back to the Roadside Dawns channel. We continue our adventures in the High Tatras of Slovakia. You are watching the second and last episode of our two-part mini-series, in which we take the cable car from the Tatranská Lomnica Visitor Center to the Skalnaté Pleso Lake and the Lomnický Peak, then from Starý Smokovec we walk up to the Hrebienok and from there to the Obrovský waterfall. If you missed the first episode, in which we visited the city of Poprad and Obrovský Pleso Lake, then make sure you check out that video as well and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Tatranská Lomnica is a part of the town of High Tatras, which is a common administrative unit of 14 Tatra settlements. It is a popular holiday area, with hiking in the mountains in the summer and skiing in the winter attracting visitors here. From the Tatranská Lomnica Visitor Center, you can take a cable car up to the Lomnický Peak, whose popularity is mostly due to the fact that it is not only accessible on foot, so even those who do not want to climb the mountain can admire the view from 2,634 meters. The cable car has 3 stations and you have to change lifts at each station. Tickets are not cheap. If you want to go to the top, it is definitely recommended to buy it in advance. Several types of tickets can be purchased. The prices vary, depending on which station you want to go to and whether you want a return or just a one-way ticket. A return ticket to the top costs €75. Buying it on the visitor center is slightly more expensive and there is no guarantee that you will be able to buy it at the day of your visit, as the cable car to the Lomnický Peak is quite small. It takes only 45 people every hour, so the availability of tickets is limited. You can get to the Skalnaté Pleso Lake with 2 cable cars. This is the second station. The lake is located at an altitude of 1,754 meters above sea level, so unfortunately, it is often covered by clouds, as it is today. Its name means stony lake. It has been known for almost 100 years that the lake is in danger because its water supply dwindles and the construction of nearby buildings has probably only worsened the situation. Several attempts have been made to save the lake, but so far with little success. There are several facilities at the lake. A mini park with wooden sculptures and climbing frames was built for the children. The Skalnaté mountain lodge is located near the lake, which not only provides hot food, but also accommodation. However, it only has 2 rooms and a total of 12 beds. There is also an observatory nearby. The cable car to the Lomnický Peak starts from here. The tickets are time-bound and you can only board at the time the ticket is for, so you have to be careful not to miss it. We didn't choose the best day, because everything is covered by clouds today, but it also has its charm. The Lomnický Peak can of course also be climbed on foot, but this requires excellent physical condition, strength and routine. There are 2 routes available. One starts from the Lomnický Sedlo, which can be reached by cable car from the Skalnaté pleso lake, and from there it is a 3-hour walk to reach the summit. This is the simplest route, also recommended for beginners. The difference in elevation is only 443 meters. The other option starts from the Terry Cottage. This is only recommended for experienced hikers. It takes about 5 hours and you have to overcome a 1400-meter difference in elevation. The Lomnický Peak is the second highest mountain peak in the Tatras, at an altitude of 2,634 meters. It was considered unclimbable until the second half of the 18th century. Its first known climber was the Scottish Robert Townshend in 1793. After arrival, you can stay at the top for 50 minutes, then you have to come down with the next second cable car. Time passes quickly as we wait for the horizon to clear. The view changes from minute to minute. We only have a few minutes left when the clouds finally break. If only for a moment, we can look down into the depths. This is the view without clouds. We continue our adventures in the High Tatras at Hrebienok. It is usually possible to go up to Hrebienok by car and park there, but today being an event, cars are not allowed, so we are forced to park in Starý Smokovec. If you have time, you should also visit Starý Smokovec, because it is a very beautiful part of town. There are two options from here, either we go up by cable tram or we walk up. Since it is not too far, about 40 minutes on foot, we choose to walk. Hrebienok is a terraced ridge on the eastern ridge of the Lomnický Peak. It is located at an altitude of 1,285 meters above sea level. It got its name from its ridged shape. In addition to the hotel and restaurant, there are several other attractions on the Hrebienok. The Tatra Ice Temple is created here every winter and, last but not least, it is also the starting point for some waterfall walks.
Poczekamy, jak wyjdziemy do mnie.
Footpaths lead from Hrebienok to several Tatra waterfalls. We will visit the giant waterfall, which takes about half an hour, following the red signs. Ez akkor jött, mikor már most visszafele megyünk. Nem láttam.
Nie mogę.
začala.
The giant waterfall is one of the most beautiful waterfalls in the Tatras, located 1,330 meters above sea level. Today's video and our adventures in the Slovak Tatras have come to an end, but keep watching us because the next video coming soon. Thank you for your attention.